Wisdom is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. And wisdom is also about knowing when and how to use your knowledge, being able to put situations in perspective, and knowing how to impart wisdom to others. Life is a precious gift from a gracious source. And at the end of its narrative, we may have gathered just enough wisdom to know the way to return home to the innocence of childhood. Childhood, when you have nothing, you possess nothing, you own nothing, you know nothing. You are free. All you have is what you are and what you give. And the more we know, the more we discover and acknowledge that we know nothing. It's the source of natural humility and what mindfulness instructors sometimes refer to as beginner's mind. Albert Einstein said that the more you know, the more humble you become. And Socrates was quoted as saying, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." The fruit of wisdom is contentment with your life. Contentment is pleasure and appreciation. And this is why gratitude is often referred to as a wisdom practice as well. The gifts of contentment include enjoyment, satisfaction, self-respect, pride, confidence, and fulfillment. Contentment arises to help you look toward yourself with pride and satisfaction and renewed faith. So over time, as wisdom develops, you develop experience, good judgment, the quality of being wise, compassionate, and interconnected with others. It also comes with a contentment that brings clarity. We can see the full sweep of our lives as a cohesive narrative of meaning. Folklorist Carl Jung, an avid student of the medieval European Tarot traditions, sees these meanings reflected in the stories and symbols of our collective bodies, traditional myths and fairy tales, and has pointed to the important wisdom traditions that are initially imparted during childhood, although remain equally valid throughout our lives. So in this final meditation, we will reflect on beginner's mind and the importance of beginner's mind, always beginning again, reflecting of vision of life as a practice, no getting it right or getting it wrong, just a continual unfolding in God's infinite wisdom. And what we can hope for is developing the contentment that reflects an appreciation for and trust of the process as being a gracious gift in itself. So let's enter into a moment of mindful contentment. The invitation being to close our eyes, taking a deep breath or two to steady ourselves. Softening our expressions. And scanning through our bodies to resolve any obvious areas of tension with a change in posture or a slight stretch. And coming into stillness. And then allowing our minds to rest on the present moment, noticing our breath entering and exiting our bodies. Noticing our breath as if for the very first time. Noticing when our breath is entering our bodies and inflating our lungs, And then the change in pressure as we exhale. Just noticing everything as if for the first time. Noticing when the in-breath becomes the out-breath, and when the out-breath becomes the in-breath. Notice whether we are breathing in through the nose or the mouth or both. Noticing all the areas of the body involved in the breathing. The lungs, the chest, the diaphragm, the neck, the nose and the mouth, muscles, skin, the heart, everything interconnected in this action of breathing. And should your mind wander, simply bringing your attention back to the breath as you notice it with your beginner's mind. How a breath arises, how it falls. How your breathing breathes itself without any need for intervention. What can you notice? What are you seeing for the first time? What are you feeling for the first time? And paying attention to the breath for another minute or so before we close this meditation on beginner's mind. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. Thank you for your kind attention.